Hi, welcome. My name is Dale McCluskey. And on this video, I'd like to discuss how a pack of dogs are used to create balance with a unbalanced dog, a dog experiencing behavior issues and problems, and why when you use a pack of dogs to kind of piggyback off that pack to help you create change, oftentimes many people can actually end up being deceived when it comes to the type of change that that people expect from looking at the appearance of things. And this again goes right into what I show when it comes to why response itself, how a dog responds, and we'll go through the routines of the sit down stay. Why it is that just because a dog is going through that, following along that script, using a motivating agent such as a treat and building a bridge through that to the person, how it is that dogs can continue to objectify the person and hold on to power even as they're going through the motions of training. Because again, you have to be able to qualify the type of influence that underpins response, and be able then to connect the dog to the dog's decision-making process to assess whether or not unwanted behavior is diminishing. And that, to determine that, you have to understand dogs at the relational level and how their decision-making process is influenced within that relational script itself. So when you get back to actually looking at the differences between pack dynamics, okay, with using a pack of dogs to create balance, and human and dog dynamics, what happens is how the interplay happens and how a dog how their decision-making process responds within the pack and between dog and human is different in a lot of ways. Again, this is the whole thing about appearances, and it's the same reason when you look at example of taking a dog into a dog park, and you'll see dogs that in there that from a level of appearances, you'll say, wow, they're all getting along. They're all, my dog in there, man, I've had a lot of issues with him. He's really aggressive, but man, he's in there, he's getting along with the other dogs. Oh, the reason he's getting along with the other dogs is because they're all submitting. Okay, they're all giving him kind of free reign, but you're not seeing the dog fight. So your determination for your kind of assessment for him getting along is if you see a dog fight or not. But that's the thing about nature, is mind and body, it's the whole. So dogs are communicating on a different level. So your dog being in that pack of dogs is actually not helpful at all, because it's actually fulfilling his state of mind. He's actually being empowered through that. So that's, again, this is one of the things with dynamics where things are oftentimes in totally reverse. You can't trust what you see. You have to be able to put it in the right relational context. Okay, and that's where you have to connect all these dots. So what I show with dogs is there's no such thing as kind of like a one-off. Okay, it's all connected. But you have to have discernment. You have to have the ability to be objective. And then getting back to, and this is the same thing that equates within, people who use like a pack of dogs to create balance, is that within that naturalistic script within a dog pack, how they're expressing how the decision-making process is being interacting, being expressed, falls within that script itself. It's in a naturalistic setting. So what can happen is the dog that you're putting in there that has power over their owner, oftentimes they can continue to hold a certain level of power, even though from the appearance of things, it's all looking pretty good. Okay, you say, wow, my dog's actually really good. Look, he's interacting with the other dogs really well. Had a little issue there first, and but they seem to set him straight. But what I say is those dynamics are different that way. I mean, it's naturalistic, so he'd be falling into alignment within that pack, but still be holding power over that owner when that owner goes back. Especially if the trainer that is piggybacking off this whole pack, concept isn't having the level of human-dog interaction which is going to build the bridge for that owner when the owner goes back. Because really what has to line up is a like-minded type of interplay, okay, within those relational that relational interplay. Because ultimately what matters is dog and human. interplay, which is going to create the type of influence which is going to build that bridge and allow for that owner to continue the process once the dog goes back into the home environment. So again, just want to give you a brief kind of insight. Is that again, when you look at things from the surface, you have to be able to discern the truth of it. You have to be able to test it, qualify it. Otherwise, people can be deceived, and then again, and then shift the focus away from the approach. When in reality, it's because these dynamics are different. They're not creating the type of change which is going to carry forward and be helpful. So anyway, thanks very much for watching. Hope you have a great day.